Hello YouTube, welcome to Master of Hobbits beer review. I'm Chris.
Yeah.
And this is Peter.
Yeah, and today we're gonna do a beer review. And Chris is joining again. It's been a while since he's been on the show, but he's back now for today. And today we're gonna do yet another of the Hacker-Pschorr beers. This is the Hacker-Pschorr Münchner Hell. It's a Dortmunder export, beer style wise, which is a type of lager that originates from Dortmund. And it's in 5% alcohol, and in Denmark, Dortmunder export beers are usually what we call it gold beers, because sometimes they have a little more alcohol. But this doesn't really, it's just 5%. Well, a bit more than your average pale lager is what it is. And this was the base for the Münchner Radler, which was shit. But it says here on the back, the classic, yeah. Our pale is fresh in taste and sparkling on the palate, with the characteristic malty aroma speciality. A good companion for beer knowers. So we'll see if it's good when they say that. Sometimes that's like not entirely true. Just try to pop it. It jizzed. Let's get it poured here. Oh, it's just as pale.
Yeah. It's a bit darker than the Radler.
Okay, here it is. It's slightly darker than the Radler. What color would you call this, Chris?
Light yellow, I guess.
Yeah. It's the typical lager color. Frothy. Almost 2-finger white head.
Slight good head.
Yeah, it might stick around, I don't know. It looks pretty thick right now, but should we check out the aroma? Okay, it doesn't really have much aroma.
It's a very fresh aroma.
Yeah, it's quite fresh smelling, but like it may be just a faint amount of skunk. It smells like very grassy, hoppy.
Definitely.
On top of that, you definitely get that malt they spoke of, but just more like a cereal grain. Like a graininess, like if you take, you know, fresh wheat or something and just smell it from a field. Kind of like that, maybe when it's wet, but should we give it a taste? Yeah. See what it's about. Cheers, Chris.
Cheers.
Clunk.
It's a bit sweet.
Yeah, it's a bit sweeter than your average pale lager, which is probably because it's a Dortmunder export. Body on it, it's slightly dry, like most pale lager styles or pale lager styles. But it's not skunky in the taste. It's got this clean, wet, grassy, hoppy flavor to it. And then
it's really refreshing, to be honest. You can, it's definitely an okay beer.
Yeah, it's really drinkable as well.
It is, yeah.
I mean, I had this.
Surprisingly, yeah.
Yeah, I had.
Didn't expect it.
Yeah, okay. I had this at New Year's, but I don't remember how it was because I was so drunk. It's actually a pretty decent lager. It's got some of the cereal, sweet malty quality to it. It's quite sweet for a lager, but it's actually pretty okay. And rating wise for this, well, I think I'm gonna go 55. It's just a bit above average. And it's refreshing. It's worth drinking. It's not a beer I would go out of my way to try and get, but picking up, maybe having this down in Germany with some sausage or something, that would be nice. What
I'm gonna give it a 60.
Yeah, it is an above average beer. So guys, a 60 from Chris and a 55 from me for the Hacker-Pschorr Münchner Hell, the Dortmunder export beer. I think this is the first Dortmunder export we've reviewed on the show. But that's all for this beer review. Remember to comment, let me know what you think of, or us know what you think of the beer if you've had it. And as always, comment, rate, subscribe, and all that shit. And we're gonna say cheers! And we'll see you in another beer review.